Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. Thank you to all of you, our loyal subscribers. Are you getting any notification when we post new episodes? If so, you can tell us in the comment section. If you are not getting any notifications, please tell us as well. If you are not getting any notifications after we would have posted some of the videos. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a message that was sent to us by one of our sisters through Facebook, and it reads like this. Hey guys, hey admin, please post for me as hidden identity. I'm using a ghost account because if my family or the girls that I flex with on Instagram ever finds out the truth, I'm dead. So people see me driving a G-Wagon, staying in a penthouse in Santon, and they think that I have made it in life. To other people, like those that do not know my lifestyle, they can call me their goals. I do have an active TikTok account, mainly followed by men as well as other women that just love the way that I dress, showing off, but I don't have like thousands and thousands of followers. On Instagram, yeah, I might say I have a lot of followers there because I'm always posting the most beautiful places to visit in South Africa as well as abroad whenever I go on a vacation. But I can't sleep. Even during the day, if I just want to relax, then I will feel the heat that will be down there in my private part. It's like I have this type of a gonorrhea, a disease that can't even be cured because of the men that I chose to be with. I always feel cold, but down there in my cooking, it is always hot. Sometimes I scratch myself until I am bleeding because it has the habit of getting itchy. As for my other part of the body, especially my legs, they get icy cold, like really cold. I always have the heater on full blast. Does not matter we are in winter, summer, my legs, they are always icy cold, and I am always having flu. Even right now, I do have it. I traded my soul for a life that outside it seems as if I am enjoying, but I can't enjoy this lifestyle because of the sicknesses, some of them that I can't even pronounce, that have been affecting me ever since I started dating this man. So 3 years ago, I was staying in a back room in Tembisa. I was dating a guy that was named Tabo. Tabo was a good guy, you know, the type. He was working at a warehouse. He would buy me KFC on Fridays, come back home with a pack of beers. We would drink, argue, sleep with each other, kiss, insult each other. That was the love that we shared. He talked about saving for Lobola, but I was tired. I was tired of being around Tabo. I was tired of even hand washing my clothes in a plastic bath. I was tired of waiting for the taxi. Like, there was a time when I got rained down, and that day was the day when I decided that if it be Nigerians that will get me out of this misery. You know, he had bought for me a fake designer sneaker at Dragon City. I told him that the thing looked so fake. He told me that even though he had bought it from Dragon City, but it was original, it was just that it was a reject. How can you make a woman wear a reject, the woman that you claim to love? So when I got soaked wet by the rain whilst waiting for the taxi, those shoes, the way that I was looking, I ended up looking like I was Mickey Mouse with those big boots of his. It was as if I was wearing oversized. I don't know what happened to them. Before the rain had soaked me wet, the shoes, they were fitting perfectly, but after they got wet, it was as if I was wearing oversized shoes. I wanted to be someone, and I always followed a lot of social media personalities and other girls in general on social media. those that you call slay queens at Conca, just enjoying their life, popping bottles of Ace of Spades. And I would look at Tabo's 2010 VW Polo. Yo, that car. I hate any car that is old because we used to push it on the freeway. It will just go dead, and he will tell you that let us just give him a little bit of a push. If you are dating a broke guy, you end up being a mechanic, sis, and you will know what is wrong with the car the moment that it will start to slow down. You end up fixing cars, and I was sick of it. It used to smell petrol in the inside. It was as if we were just waiting for it to explode. I wanted out. I wanted the soft life, and I did not care how I was going to get it. Then that was when Mr. International entered into the scene. I met Zakes at a lounge in Midrand. He did not look like he was a thug. He looked like real money. He smelled like Tom Ford, and he spoke that polished Model C English, but he had that classy confidence. He told me that he was into international logistics and commodity trading. He started small, a dinner here, a small 5,000 e-wallet there, just for airtime. Within a month, I told Tabo it was over. I did not even feel bad. I told him he had no ambition. Tabo cried, but I was already looking at the leather seats of Zakes' Mercedes. Zakes was different though. He traveled a lot. Every 2 weeks, he will be in Dubai, Mauritius, or Lagos. And he always carried this specific silver suitcase with him. He always had it. Even when we would go out, I'll be like, Zakes, what's wrong? Why are you always carrying this suitcase with you at all the times? He told me that he had some business documents and it had a triple lock system. I once tried to lift it up thinking that it had cash when we were at a garage filling fuel into his car, but it was heavy. It would be like, business documents, baby. You would say it to me, and you would be like, there are a lot of them in there that we use in the business. So the incident before I was now initiated into this whole thing, and now I'm staying with a Nigerian. It happened when I was in Dubai 6 months ago. He took me to Dubai. We were staying at Burj Al Arab. It was like a dream, gold everywhere. I was busy taking pictures of my breakfast for the gram, flexing on everyone back home. One night, Zakes went down to the hotel bar to meet some associates. He always hanged around Nigerians. I knew I was going to end up being stolen from him by a Nigerian. He was in a rush, and for the first time ever, he left that suitcase. It seemed as if it was not fully closed. Naturally, since it was something that was always closed and we went with it everywhere. We once went to Disney and we still had that suitcase with its documents. So my heart started racing, and curiosity is a curse. Ladies, I thought maybe he was smuggling diamonds, this guy, because he once went to Botswana, and you know Botswana with diamonds. So he once went there and he told me that he even met some politicians. I really do not know what the deal was all about. Or maybe he had another phone in there with his real wife's pictures. I had to know. Curiosity killed the cat. I sat on the floor and pulled the suitcase towards me. I felt as if there was something that was vibrating, something that was alive. I flicked the latches, click, click. I opened it slowly, expecting to see stacks of US dollars or gold bars or diamonds from Botswana. There were no papers, there was no money. Inside the suitcase, coiled on a little bed of black velvet, was a massive python. Its skin was black, but it had some rainbow colors on top of it. And this was not the worst part. Around the snake's neck was a gold necklace. My breath caught in my throat. I knew that necklace. It was a custom piece with my initials that I had lost at a rooftop party a week before. I had cried for days because it was expensive. He had bought it for me, and here it was tied around the throat of a reptile. The snake did not hiss. It just turned its head and looked at me, and it was so scary because its eyes were the eyes of a human being. And then I heard that snake talking. I don't know if it was Zakes or if it was the snake that spoke to me. I just heard, "Oh, you have found her." I screamed and I fell back. Zakes was standing in the doorway. He did not look angry. He did not look shocked. He just looked like somehow. Yo, it was so scary. I was like, "Zakes, what is this? What kind of sick stuff is this?" I was shaking, crying, trying to find my shoes. Is this a ritual? Are you a sangoma? Answer me, Zakes. What is this? He walked over, sat on the bed, and reached into the suitcase. He started stroking the snake's head, and then he looked at me. He smiled. "She is the reason you have those Gucci bags, Mbali," he said quietly. "She is the reason we are in Dubai. She is the one who swallowed my poverty so that you can live like a queen. Everything, Mbali, has a price." He looked at me dead in the eye. "Now come here. You have seen him. Now you must acknowledge her. You must kiss him. If you do not, the money stops tonight, and she does not like to be ignored. If she does not get a kiss, I'm telling you, I am not going to be giving you any money." I want to tell you I ran away. I want to tell you I went back to Tembisa and asked Tabo for forgiveness. But I looked at the shopping bags in the corner. I looked at the gold on my wrist. I thought about the back room and all the boring stuff back in Tembisa. Then I walked towards him as if I was going to be sacrificed. That snake kept on hissing and hissing. That was when I saw the snake. It had now changed its face. It no longer had the face of a reptile, like we all know that a snake is supposed to look like what. It had a real human head, and this head, it looked exactly like it was Zakes' photocopy. I said, "Zakes, look at the snake. It has changed. It is now like you." He laughed and he started stroking the beard on that snake, for it was like a human being from the neck going up, then down. It was still a python. He said, "Oh, this is my uncle." He then told me a short story of how his uncle used to be a sangoma, and he helped people cleansing them by the river, but using a snake in the river. And later on, when he met the Nigerians, that was when he sacrificed his uncle. I knelt down, I closed my eyes, and I kissed that snake. It felt like an electric shock went through my teeth, and I felt so much pain in my chest. That was 3 months ago. Zakes gave me a penthouse. I have a business now, a boutique. That's really just a front for the money that the snake vomits. And oh, me and Zakes, we ended up breaking up, and I am now with another Nigerian dude, but he is also in the same cult with Zakes. On the outside, I look like a woman that is enjoying life. I look like a boss. Yes, I am a boss because I have a couple of girls that are working for me. I call myself the Queen of Santon. I do advertise my boutique through other people on TikTok, but something is happening to me. Like I told you, I am always having these sicknesses. I will tell you if time allows me. I will tell you how I ended up with the Nigerian. I don't know where these weird diseases came from. Do they came from Zakes or the Nigerian? As for this Nigerian man, he is much more powerful than Zakes. I can't date anyone else. I once tried to test it out, and I was scared that I will kill Tabo for nothing. I went to Tabo, and when I met him, I was driving my beautiful car. He even felt like we could get back with each other. I invited him into the car, and then we went to a hotel because I was scared to take him back to my penthouse. When we were busy kissing, that was when I saw that behind Tabo, the snake was there, getting ready to bite him on his back. This was a very scary vision that I had. I pushed Tabo onto the bed, and then I heard the voice of my Nigerian man asking me where I was. Who was I with? He said that he can't see me in the spirit, but he knows that I am to no good. I must return back home like immediately. So I then just left Tabo. He was surprised. I was the one that had booked the room, wanted to sleep with him, but I just dumped him there. I left him with 1,000 rands so that he can be able to use it for transport and to have a little bit of money. He was surprised. I blocked him on WhatsApp. The worst part, Brother Nashi, is that this Nigerian guy that I'm staying with, he is even doing more rituals, more than what I saw Zakes doing. So to all the girls in the Kasim wishing for a man who is ultra rich, be careful. You see the Gucci, you see Dubai badge, but you don't see the rituals that are being done in the background. Don't judge me. You don't know what you will do if you were tired of being hungry. I have the money, but God, oh, I'm so tired of all these diseases that afflict me. If you see me scratching down there, you will feel sorry for me. There are times when I buy aloe vera, then I start to put it in my cooking because it will be burning hot. You know that aloe, it has some properties that makes you to feel a little bit better, and it kills some of the bacteria. What should I do, guys? Is there a church that cleanse this, or am I stuck with this snake forever? Please advise. No insults, please. Your dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. She asked an important question. What am I supposed to do, guys? Is there a church that can cleanse this? Or am I stuck with the snake forever? Because she's saying that this snake also sleeps with him. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.